Ponies remind me of Muppets. Now, stick with me with this one as we stretch things a little bit to explain how these two unlike things are similar. First of all, let's consider Kermit the Frog. He's a simple country fellow from the swamps who plays banjo and cares about his family. He's a kind, loyal person who's loyal to his friends and has a head full of hopes and dreams. The closest thing that I can match up with Kermit is Applejack. And since Kermit is Applejack, that makes Robin Apple Bloom. Then we come to the one that made me want to start this topic, and that's Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy is a diva personality. She's into fashion and loves flirting, even though her ability to manipulate others through flirting doesn't always go her way, and more often than not, it's others flirting with her that causes her to be manipulated instead of the other way around. She has strong romantic feelings for one character who doesn't always return those feelings, except for under very particular situations when he finally does come around and admit that he has those feelings too. And you get on her bad side and it is on. She can be a tough, strong fighter. Someone that you don't want to mess with or tick off. And these qualities remind me of Rarity. The big difference between Rarity and Miss Piggy, however, is the generosity. Piggy has always been about herself and about getting others to do things for her, whereas Rarity is the creator and the giver and the spirit of generosity who gives to others. Moving on, we have a double choice to consider. We have Fozzie Bear and the Great Gonzo. Fozzie Bear is the comic relief and is known for his jokes, even though his jokes are pretty bad. Gonzo is known for being really weird and doing almost anything, even though it's cartoony and unpredictable. These are both qualities shared by Pinkie Pie, although Pinkie Pie's jokes are much better than Fozzie Bear's. Gonzo, on the other hand, is also a daredevil who likes to try out various stunts in order to impress his audience. This is a quality that is also shared by both Rainbow Dash and Scootaloo. However, if Gonzo is to be considered Rainbow Dash, would that make Scootaloo Carmella the Chicken? Nah, overused joke is overused. Let's promote Scootaloo to Rizzo the Rat. Next we have Bunsen Honeydew, the resident scientist and inventor, and Beaker, the sidekick who doesn't get any respect and frequently befalls various mishaps. This could be a stand-in for Twilight Sparkle and Spike. However, the Spike personality also reflects in the character of Scooter, a character who is loyal to the other Muppets and runs around doing them favors and taking care of chores and all of their various other needs. Next major Muppet characters to talk about is Waldorf and Stantler, the two old men who sit up in the box and tell corny jokes about how bad the show is, and keep coming back despite the fact that they hate the Muppets and only want to tease them. These are perfect representations of Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon. I could say Dilda at this point, but I don't know how she would fit in with a partner as a second person. And I consider the elegance and grace of the Alatorn, such as Celestia, Luna, and Cadence, I consider them more appropriately characters that exist in the Jim Henson movie universe. Things such as Labyrinth and other stories of that nature. So I don't consider them Muppets exactly. For Sam the Eagle, the character who never smiles and takes things way too seriously, I connect him to the character of Cranky Doodle Donkey. Although Cranky could also be connected to Oscar the Grouch from Sesame Street. Next we have Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem Band. This includes Animal and all those other characters whose names escape me for the moment. The closest thing I can give you for these characters would be the CMC because of their Showstoppers band. But perhaps the CMC are more likened to some of your various Sesame Street characters because they are the kids and they're kind of young. They're still exploring the world and learning from it. So perhaps the CMC are more likened to Elmo and Grover and some of those other characters. The other possibility that I could give Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem Band would be the background six. Derpy, Dr. Hooves, Vinyl Scratch, Octavia, Lyra, and Bon Bon, because most of them are musicians of one kind or another, and they could bring their talents into a band type situation. And we got Swedish Chef, the one who's always cooking and making a mess and talks in a way that you can't understand him, and he's highly accident prone. This could be a great stand-in for Applejack during Apple Buck season. Or it could also be Pinkie Pie, the Cakes, or maybe Derpy Hooves with the way she's always clumsy and so forth. Another great stand-in for Derpy would be Cookie Monster, only replace the word cookie with the word muffin. Sesame Street characters could also be a lot like Twilight, because they're into reading and learning, and, you know, friendship and stuff like that. Characters like the Count, for example. Or maybe Twilight and Spike could be the equivalent of Bert and Ernie. Another good character to put on the CMC's level would be Big Bird, another character who is out there still learning about the world around him and doesn't quite know a whole lot. And then you come to Fraggles. You have Red Fraggle, who is the athletic one, very much the Rainbow Dash personality, right down to the arrogance and bragging. Moti Fraggle is the shy, quiet one who loves animals and art and so forth. That makes her the Fluttershy character. And Fluttershy even shares some of Boober Fraggle's personality quirks with the fears of everything. Although Boober's fear of dirt and germs suspiciously could also be a Twilight quality. Dobo Fraggle has the explorer nature and the bold leadership quality, the one who sort of holds everybody together, which is another one of Applejack's traits. And then you have Sprocket the dog, the one who lives in the human world and is always curious about this world of other creatures that he wishes he could be a part of. And that's a trait a lot like the qualities the fans gave Lyra. But there's also a lot of other Muppets who I can't quite place a pony with. If you have any thoughts on what ponies remind you of what Muppets, or you want to disagree with my list, put your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for watching, and good night.